I don't know who needs to hear this, but if you are a creative person, stop wanting perfection on the first try. Don't get it. You're not going to get it on the first go. Trust me, you're not. But your love for what you do needs to outweigh the fear. And I didn't come up with that on my own. That's not something I made. Like that phrase, I didn't make that up. That's from a Rick Rubin book that I read that I recommend everyone reads. The Creative Act by Rick Rubin. That's the Bible for creative people. If you want to have your creative mind enlightened, please read that book. But you need to go after it. You might hate your first idea. You might hate your second idea, your third idea, your fourth idea. But if you just write it down, if you just become okay with how bad the idea is, knowing that if you love the craft enough, that the ideas will get better and better because you love it, success right there. If you try to get it right on the first go, it's going to be, you're not going to have fun. I'm telling you right now, it's not going to be fun because you try to get into an adult state of mind. You try to get into a state of mind where there's no room for failure. If you are a creative person, failure is like 80% of this entire thing. That's what it is. You need to be accepting of that. And if you're not, maybe this isn't for you. And I'm gonna, this is kind of, kind of talking to myself right now because I can get that way where I'm like, I need to get this first idea good, boom, out of the way. And I feel like I do too much comparison with other people who are my age and are doing it like in a much better way. But you have to understand it doesn't get better until you fail a few times. And that's just life in general. Not even to create stuff. The first draft isn't going to be the best. Like the first note, the first lyric, it's not going to be the best. You can't get in your head about making it the best thing it has to be on the first try. If you do, then it's going to be terrible. It's going to be a terrible experience. And creating isn't going to be fun anymore. The whole reason why I feel like creating is so special to me is because I feel like a kid when I create in that way, in the way where I know my mind is flowing and I feel like a kid right now because who comes out here to a green field on a random Thursday afternoon? It's like 7 o'clock right now. Who does this? It's not normal. It's not supposed to be normal. You understand? This is supposed to be yours. This is supposed to be unique. That's what it's going to be. People are going to look at you weird for it. People are going to look at you differently and treat you differently. And you have to balance your options out. Do you love people's approval more or do you love art more? Do you love creating more? Do you love that more? Once you understand that, creating, if it's really your passion, goes above people's approval, you're gonna start seeing people get attracted to you naturally. Do you know what I mean? Like people are gonna start liking you because they like the same things you do. You can't try to appeal to people who don't get it. You know what I mean? Some people's purpose isn't creating. I'm a firm believer that everyone's a creator. Everyone who's ever lived, everyone alive right now, they're all creators. People are just not attuned to that as much. The people who are probably going to be the people that accept you and treat you the way you want to be treated. Um, but that's not the majority of people, and you got to understand and break through that somehow. And I don't know how it's going to happen. You have to want it for yourself. But I wanted to make this just to tell anyone who's feeling the same way that I feel about this that if you love it enough, it's going to get better because it just has to. You can't want perfection as an artist, and it's as simple as that. So I don't want to make this too long. It's already like 7 minutes. I hope if you retain your information, or not your information, if you retained your attention enough to see the end of this video, thank you. I appreciate that. Um, and yeah, I hope everyone has a great day. And God bless. Thank you for watching. Bye.